Now let's quickly go through these reactions on number B2 and let's try to just kill them, all of them at once. So, okay, now here what are we saying? That we have an alkene double bond here, double bond, and we are adding bromine. We know what happens. The alkene just splits up and all the single bonds are taken by bromine, okay? It's just a simple addition reaction. So I'm just going to have it like this. And I know that here there's going to be a bromine. And here again, there's going to be a bromine. And here there's going to be a bromine again. And here I'm going to have a bromine again. Okay, because the double bond that was here splits up, we get bromines. Here it splits up, we get bromines again. So that's going to be your product. Okay, so what about on part B? Part B, this is for A. Part B, I can see again. This is a simple thing. This is when I add water with this KMNO4, I know it's going to become a diol. So basically what I'm going to have is something like this. Single bonds like that. And then somewhere inside, you know this is going to be an OH. Okay. I am not sure if I'm doing the right thing in terms of drawing, but yes, it's going to be an OH. Okay. It's going to be an OH like this, and that's going to be a structure. Okay. If you wanted it to be straight up, you could have it like this. H, 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 H. And then now here you are coming, it's going to be NOH, and here is going to be NOH. Okay. Now that's going to be easy. We get it on this position and on this position. Now we do part C. Part C is when we have a carboxylic acid, if you can see. And what we are doing is we are adding ammonia. That's ammonolysis. Remember, ammonolysis works on esters and on carboxylic acid. It makes amides. So if we can have it, we are going to have something like this. For amides, this OH goes and we put NH2. We put NH2. And then this OH goes and takes one hydrogen from here, makes an whatever you want, okay? So let's go with it. So what we're just going to have is the very same thing, okay, with the double bond O, but instead here now it's an NH2. Okay, that's the only thing. And then we should put the water as a byproduct. Those are the products, and you should do part C, just put the products. And then part D now. In part D, we have the amide itself, and we are adding a base. Amides have two reactions. They are hydrolysis, acid hydrolysis, and base hydrolysis. And this looks like a base. So now, it is a base. NaOH is a base. Okay. So now, what we are going to have is our amide is going to be split. And what happens? Where is it split? Amides are always split here in the nitrogen thingy bond. The nitrogen going to the double bond O. So that's where they always are split. So it's going to be like this. So it's what it's going to be like. Okay. Now, what happens is, instead of, since this guy is gone, what is going to come when we put our NaOH is going to be an O minus and an Na plus. These two guys, okay? And what happens is this hydrogen will come and join this guy that is gone. So it's going to be plus. Here it will be NH, and then we have the things that are gone. So it's going to be so this is going to be what we have, and you are done. It just breaks. Just remember that that's your amide. It basically just goes through hydrolysis. That's its only reaction there. Okay, and let's do part E. Part E, what is part E about? Toluene, yay! And we have toluene and we are oxidizing it. This is one of the reactions that you should see in preparation of I would say aryl carboxylic acids. Okay, so what is going to happen is, if you have this CH3 on a benzene ring, it's going to be converted, okay, and it's going to be converted to an alcohol, to a carboxylic acid. So we are going to still have our thing 3 4 5 6, and we are going to have it like this. So it's like this, and then instead of a CH3, this C is now double bonded to O and then OH. Okay, that's what happens when you are doing it. So remember that this is the preparation of benzoic acid, right? Okay, and that's what we're having. So this right here is what we call benzoic acid. Okay, is there any other reaction? Let me see. No, there's no other reaction. So we'll see you in number 3. Bye.